Hi everyone, welcome to morning coffee break. It's been raining out here. It's not raining right now though, but we need some rain. That's for sure. Let's see what the sky looks like. It's kind of moving along, at least. Clouds are moving fairly fast, if you can tell. Should be able to. So maybe this will move on out of here after a while. I see the sun back there trying to peek through. Let's see what these other little plants that were still alive when I took the stump flower up. Well, they're still hanging in there. The ones that was left. It's still got a bud or two on it. I kind of doubt that they'll open up though. But these few little plants right down here, I don't know I don't remember if they even ever had any flowers on them or not. Different. Looks like this one was trying to. Well, but that's one, and this is one, and that's one. This here's one, and there. I don't know what they'll do. If they'll do anything now, as cold as it is. Must have rained while I was asleep, so I sure didn't hear it or anything. But that's good. It's pretty warm this morning. I think it was like 51 and then it got down to 46 or something overnight. Keep growing there, cabbage and cauliflower. I heard the train, but it was real early this morning. It was like 7:30 maybe. I was perking up over here. Looking pretty good. Oops, stepped in water. I wanted to see if this one right here would grow after I cut all these other dead ones off, and it is trying to grow. Make new leaves. And everybody over here looks good. I'm glad we got some rain for them. It looks like it must have been raining pretty at like an angle because it never gets over there underneath that awning. It's usually dry back there. So that's good. Well, I wish I heard the train going through, but I certainly don't hear it right now. If I hear it during morning coffee break, I'll come back out here because I can hear it in the kitchen if it's fairly close. There's a lot of little birds up in that tree. I wonder what those are. Well, I'm going to pause it now, and I'm going to go inside and get set up, and we'll have story time. See you in a minute. Hi everyone, I'm back, and we have another story today, but let's go over some things. I'm going to be fixing something that's very easy, but I'm wondering, would y'all like to see a cook with me with something that's easy? I mean, really easy. Basically, what I'm going to do, let me get it here. I should have got. We tried this last, I guess it was a week ago. We got some tenderloin that we got sliced down here at Grocery Outlet, and I was trying to think of something to do with it. You know, we had fresh potatoes and we had some baby carrots, and I wanted something like the roasted chicken that we cook in the oven with that sauce from Aldi. but I wanted to use a crock pot. I didn't want to bake it because that tenderloin is so much more, you fell, didn't you? More tender in the crock pot. She tried jumping up there. I guess she's wanting. Let me move that coffee pot before she knocks it over or something. It's too close to the edge. I know what you're wanting to do. Here, I'll open the window. I'll open the curtains where you can see out. You want up here? No, let me fix this. If you're going to sit on this thing, there. Okay, go ahead. She's looking up there. She sits on the coffee pot, as I've showed y'all in the mornings. But anyway, I took the sauce, this oven sauce that we make a lot with the chicken and potatoes and potatoes and carrots in the oven a lot of times. But I wanted to make sure that stuff was tender. So what I did is I seasoned it. I put the tenderloin in the middle, and then I put the carrots and potatoes, on top of it. And then I seasoned it with garlic powder and Mrs. Dash. And then I poured this over the top of it and cooked it for 6 hours on low. And it was fantastic. Would y'all be interested in a cook with me on that? Because it's so easy. I don't know. I said I'm going to be doing more cook with me's. Over there, baby. But, that one, it won't be a very long one. But if y'all think you would like to see it, I'll go ahead and do it this evening. Or no, I'd have to do it by about 1, because we eat about 7. Yeah. That'll give me time to get some comments through here and tell what y'all would like to do. But I'm going to be doing them more. But if I already have a cook with me on something, then I won't do it twice. There's no use to do it twice. But I think I'm up to like number 16 or something like that on them. I haven't done a whole bunch of them, but they're all easy and good and cheap is about the best way to explain it. So that's what we'll be having tonight. And so now it's time for story time. This goes all the way back to 1971 or thereabouts, when I was about 12 years old. Oh yes, I have my coffee. We, at that time, I believe it was in Illinois. I'm pretty sure. We lived in Lombard, Illinois. And I had about 4 good friends, and we were like a little group. I don't want to say gang or anything like that, but then it was the same way in other neighborhoods with kids. There would be so many of them, and you always seen them together, playing together. If you played football or something, it was us against them, and this and that. So it was like a rival, not gang, but a rival group of kids. And anyways, it was on Halloween of all times. I should have told this one around Halloween, I guess, but it was during the day. Halloween was going to be at night, that night. And we went walking and just messing around, and everything. And we came across this other group, and one thing led to another, and we started arguing. And we were in like a area that some kind of construction was going on. I remember there was a bunch of slate. Y'all know what slate is. It's rock that you can just kind of break into layers and stuff. And there was a bunch of that piled around where they must have been digging, maybe for a basement or something or other, for a house or this or that. But anyway, one thing led to another. We started yelling at names at each other. I don't know what started it, but then someone threw a rock. I didn't throw the first rock, but I gotta say I did throw some rocks. And everybody was all of a sudden. I don't remember who started it. It wasn't me, that's for sure. I would never start anything like that. But I mean, if somebody's throwing rocks at me back then, I'm going to throw rocks back. I'm not going to just stand there. Hey, stop, But anyway, good thing we didn't have BB guns. But anyway, oh Lord, that just. Wait a minute. I wrote that down. I said BB guns. But anyway, I turned around. I mean, I saw a rock or something. I mean, like they were coming towards me, and I turned around with my back towards them. I don't know if we were taking off or what. I think we were going to retreat or something. Anyway, my back was facing those guys. One of them threw a piece of slate, and it was thin and about this big, and it hit me right back here in the back of the head and stuck in my head. Yeah, it's not funny now, all of a sudden, So, not knowing, I should have left it like it was, okay? I should have left it like it was because it was in my head. So I'm like, oh my God, I felt it hitting as like a thud, and it hurt real bad, of course. So my natural reaction, of course, is to reach back there and pull it out. And I did. When I did, blood started spraying everywhere. I mean, it was just squirting out. And everybody freaked out. I mean, we were all about the same age, 12, 13. The other guy, everybody's all of a sudden quit throwing rocks, of course. And I'm like, I was mad. I was mad more than I was hurting, and I was kind of freaking out because the blood, and so they're like, you need to get home. You probably need to go to the emergency room or something. I'm like, well, oh yeah, okay. So we go back, and the blood had covered the back of my shirt by the time I got home. So naturally, Mom and Dad are like, they're freaking out, and so I'm like, I don't know how much I told them at that point, but I'm sure I didn't tell them the whole story right away. I was going to get in trouble. I was sure of it. But Kitty, are you going to knock? She's knocking things down. She's good for that. So anyway, I don't remember what I told him right then. I'm sure I told him I got hit by a rock, So they took me to the emergency room. I got 5 stitches, I think it was. It was about like however many it took for. And there you go. Now get on the coffee pot if you want. Just don't knock it over. So, I'm in trouble for sure. I wouldn't lie about it. I wouldn't lie. I told them what happened. I told them I was throwing rocks too, but I didn't start it, and they were throwing rocks at me before I threw any rocks, which was true. So that didn't help the situation much. And here it is, Halloween, and my dad was like, I'll not let you go on Halloween, and I knew how excited I was about Halloween, and my sister too. My sister's a couple years older than me. So they said they punished me by saying the only way you're going on Halloween is to go with your sister and her friends. I was like, no way. I was like, really? I'll do anything, I'll go with so and so, just me and him. Or they're like, no, we need somebody to watch you because they said for you not to jump off porches because you could bust your stitches. I'm wondering if I was a little younger than 12. I might have been about 11. Something like that. But anyway, so it might have been 1970. But finally I was like, well, that's the only way I'm going to get any candy. And I knew Vicky got a bunch of candy. Because we took pillowcases. Came home when it was too heavy to carry. So I said, okay. They said, Vicky, you keep an eye on Mike and make sure he doesn't jump off porches or off anything. I jumped off everything, anything and everything. And I got hurt other times, not just this, especially with knives. But that's other stories. But so I went with her. Everything went pretty smooth and everything. I started eating some of that candy. It made me hyper. Next thing you knew, if she was ahead of me with her friends or not paying attention, I would jump. I would jump off the porches and run towards the next one, jump up on it. As long as she wasn't watching, but she did warn me. She saw me a few times and said, stop that or you're going to have to go home. But she didn't want to go home probably either, but I mean, she was warning me. I know. And next thing you know, I jumped off another one and my head started bleeding again. I'd busted some of the stitches. So here we go. Dragging back home. Big sack of candy. I don't know what happened. He jumped. She wasn't going to lie. I don't blame her. She said he jumped. I told him not to. He did anyway. I said, yeah, I guess I did. Back to the emergency room. At this time, it was late, It was real late. Back to the emergency room. Get back home. I think I got kind of like the silent treatment, which really bothered me. I'd rather him say what my punishment was or whatever, the consequences are than to be silent. It's like he was thinking about what he was going to do. I didn't get to have my candy. I think it was like for a whole month. I wasn't allowed to have it. And I wasn't allowed to get other candy and have it. So, I knew I messed up, So I did what they said. And I counted down the days to when I got my candy back. I did notice it wasn't as big as when I got it. That's just the way it goes, Dad probably got some candy bars he liked, and Mom might have, and I'm sure Vicky might have too. Now, Vicky had so much candy, she probably didn't need any. But that's just the way it went, And I guess the penalty was, right for the occasion. But I didn't jump anymore from anything until them stitches were out and I was healed. So I learned my lesson. But as a lot of things in life, I've had to learn my lesson the hard way. So that's just the way it goes. Is that way with y'all when you were young? So that's today's story. Sometimes they won't be as long as others, but as I remember them, I'll put them down. And I was in the Cub Scouts, and what was that one called? Awana. I think it was called Awana at church. I was in something else. I can't remember what it was called now. But yeah, we always went for those rewards, like the badges where you had to do stuff to get them for Cub Scouts. And oh yeah, they had the what do you call it? The Pine Wood Derby. I'm writing this down. Or Cub Scouts, where you make a little race car. Wait, if I don't write this down, I'll forget. That's just another story. Okay. So I don't think there's anything else to go over. I haven't heard the... I'll tell you what, let me go outside before I finish up and just see if I hear the train right now. Let me pause it. Okay, outside, there's so much leaf blowing going on. That's all you can hear. But why you want to blow your leaves right after it rains? Duh. I mean, they're wet. They're harder to blow when they're wet. No wonder it's going to take you all day long. I don't figure that out. Maybe today is the only day they have to do it before Thanksgiving or something. I might have a little haul later on. We got to get a few things for Thanksgiving that we didn't have because I thought we had enough eggs, but we don't to make some deviled eggs. I got to make some deviled eggs, y'all, by my recipe I showed the other day here. Yeah, they're really good. So, but one of the things I wanted to do, and I hadn't thought about it until now, and when I paused it, I remembered that Logan is going to do his snack reviews tonight. So you will see Logan's awesome snack reviews. So I've got the things together here besides what he picks for his bonus items. And I want to show you a little preview. Each week that he does one, we got so many of these from Joe Patrick. These Cocoa Classics, Land O'Lakes. I got the hiccups again. Cocoa Classics. And we're going to show one each week. The one we had last week was caramel something, and it was, oh, Joe, that was delicious. I'm telling you. So this week, I picked this one for Logan to try, the raspberry cocoa. So we'll be doing that, and that's from Joe there. And then all this stuff here, this one came from Dollar Tree. And it's those croissants I've showed before in hauls from Dollar Tree. This is, they haven't had this one with the chocolate filling before that I've seen. All I've seen is a strawberry and I think vanilla. But they had this one with chocolate. And I accidentally got it by accident thinking it was a strawberry and didn't look at it really. But he's going to be trying that. This one is also from, I think this was also from Dollar Tree. Brothers All Natural Strawberry Fruit Crisps. Oh, this brand of this is 7 days of that one. You can get that at Dollar Tree. And this one is Strawberry Fruit Crisps. And it was also from Dollar Tree. I don't know. It feels like, you know, it's pretty full, but that just doesn't seem like a whole lot. I don't know. Strawberries, you'd think there wouldn't be. You think there'd be more in it, I was thinking. But this came from Grocery Outlet. It's Enlightened Roasted Broad Bean Crisp. I'm sure y'all can get this elsewhere. The wasabi, they were $2 something at first, and then they were marked down to $1, then they marked down to 50 cents. But those would be healthy too. Also, we got this one also from Grocery Outlet. It's Open Nature Pita Chips with Garden Herbs. And they were only 79 cents. But figured those would be good and healthy too. And this is from Aldi. It's Clancy Cinnamon and Brown Sugar Sweet Potato Chips. I don't remember how much it was. That's healthy. And then this might not be very healthy, but you gotta have a treat in here. These are from Aldi also. That's the Chocour. I guess that's how you say the brand name. Milk chocolate peanut butter cups. And you know how he loves peanut butter cups. Reese's. So I thought I would give some of those. I think they were only $2.29 or something like that. And it's 12 ounces. It's pretty good amount. So there's a preview. He likes to pick a few bonus items to show y'all. So he'll do that. And you know, we'll show them at the time when we're on, you know. But I will also take a picture of this and send it out on community post so that people can see it. But I'm I'm thinking that's about it for now. I don't think I missed anything else. I got some more stories lined up, though, writing notes, sitting here writing notes and stuff. So one of them's a good one here. I just want to say I appreciate those, and we appreciate those who are supporting my channel through PayPal. It means so much to us. It really does. And I don't, like I said, I don't ask anybody for anything, and I won't. But I just wanted to mention that, you know. And also, oh Lord, I've done forgot what else it was I was going to say. Well, if it comes to me, I just got too much on my mind right now, y'all. And but if I remember something that I meant to say, I'll say it in Logan's reviews tonight. So I hope y'all enjoyed this morning coffee break. Please press that like button. Subscribe if you hadn't already. And hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you, and God bless.